Hello, my name is Jeff Zeely, and Father Craig asked me to put this video together to help you learn a little bit about cleaning headstones. I'd like to thank Father Craig and all those at Grace Episcopal for allowing me to spend a few minutes with you, and also for the opportunity that I've had to clean a number of headstones in your cemetery over the last several years. I'm a professor with the mortuary science program at Salt Lake Community College in Utah, but I used to live in Louisiana for about 2.5 years, a long time ago. But I still consider it one of my favorite times and places that I've been. I lived outside of Alexandria in Pineville, or as it's properly said, Pineville. Anyway, so some things to have on hand. Of course, you have to have the tools of the trade. Always nice to have some gloves, whether they're just simple rubber gloves like this or some garden gloves. Any of those are fine. I'll be talking about a cleaning solution called D2, the letter D, the number 2. And it's completely safe. It won't hurt your hands, so you don't have to worry about, you don't have to have rubber gloves to work with it. The other things that I use are brushes. I use a soft bristle brush, so nothing that's super hard, because you don't want to do any damage to the limestone or the marble stones. So you can have large ones like this, great for doing the whole stone. But then also I use smaller ones like these. So I mean, a toothbrush is just fine. These are great for getting inside the letters, the numbers, little nooks and crannies in the headstone design. And then the other thing that I like to use are scrapers. So just plastic scrapers, again, so I don't hurt the headstone. And so, I mean, you can have them as wide as this. You can get, obviously these different widths. And then this one, it's just a plastic razor blade. And I got this off of Amazon. So those and a pair of knee pads, those are great things to have. So once you've decided, yeah, I'm going to go clean a headstone, one thing you need to check is what kind of stone is the marker made out of. Is it granite or is it not granite? That's the main importance. If it's granite, it's pretty durable, and you'd have a hard time damaging it. But with the marble or the limestone, those are softer stones, and so you do need to exercise some caution. That's why using the soft bristles, the plastic scrapers are the way to go there. So again, on those limestone or marble stones, never use anything metal. Those will damage the stone. Same with a pressure washer. It's unlikely that you're going to haul one of those into the cemetery, but I always just use one of those garden style pump sprayers. Those will work just fine. The other thing you do not want to use are any chemical cleaners. So leave whatever magical things you use around the house at home. Those over time will damage the stone. So the only cleaner that you should use is called D2. It's a biological cleaner. It's very safe. It won't damage the stone. The government uses them to clean headstones in the veteran cemeteries. They used it to clean the Washington Monument, the White House. So you're certainly good to go there. You cannot buy it at any big box stores. You can order it online, or you can check with your local headstone company. They may sell it, or they may be able to point you in the right direction. Also, you don't need lots. You'll spray some on a headstone just enough basically to wet the whole stone, and that will do. So because it is a little bit pricey, and you can't dilute it to make it go further. So once you've gotten to your headstone, you want to look it over and see if there's any cracks in the stone. Make sure it's stable, kind of take it and make sure it's not going to fall over. That's the last thing you want, is to go out and do a good deed and damage or break a headstone. If everything looks fine, you can just spray the D2 on it and walk away. D2 works for months after it's been applied, And so it will slowly but surely kill all that biological growth that's on the headstone. But if you want to work on it, that's perfectly fine. So I use that pump sprayer. I'll have one with the water in it, and I'll just wet down the headstone and let it sit for maybe 5-10 minutes. I'll go back and with a plastic scraper, scrape off any lichen or any other growth that may be on it. Sometimes little weeds or all kinds of things grow in Louisiana. So whatever's on there that shouldn't be, you can use those plastic scrapers to take off. And then you go back and with your brush, scrub it back and forth, up and down. Do the old Karate Kid wax on, wax off. Just give it a good work over, and then take your pump sprayer again, just rinse it off with the water, and you'll probably be surprised how much cleaner it gets just with doing that. Next, you can spray that D2 on it. Let it sit on the stone for about 10 minutes or so, and then come back and again with the brush, just brush it all over with the large brush, with the little brushes, and then rinse it off. And it'll look better with that. Now you won't see this is not magic. It's not going to go from being stained and all this growth to instantly looking brand new again. But that D2, like I said, does work for months after it's been applied. So while you may be somewhat or very pleased, or maybe not pleased much at all right away with the work that you've done, come back in a month or two, chances are you're going to be pretty impressed at how much better it looks. I've had a few headstones that I've cleaned over the years. By few, I mean, it's fewer than 10, that the D2 just didn't do much. But that's, I'd say, quite rare. I did have and so when I first started doing this, very large marker. So this was like a big obelisk. It was about 4 or 5 feet wide, on both sides. Excuse me, and about 6 or 7 feet tall. I did the old regular cleaning and everything. I went out the next day, and it had started turning a pinkish color. I kind of freaked out. It scared me. Fortunately, over the next month or two, that pink went away, and the stone turned back to its natural white color. So if you do see a color change, chances are you don't need to worry. Things will work out. Have to remember, while marble, you may say marble's marble, it comes from all different places. They grow it all over the place, and so there can be different elements in the ground that make some stones different than others. Speaking of which, that may be the case with a number of headstones in Grace Episcopal. That reddish color that's so prevalent in many of the headstones, I've not seen that anywhere else. So I don't know if it's something with the stone or if it's something in the trees, whatever it is, but just something a little unique there. With granite headstones, you can use metal razor blades to scrape things off. You'll usually do that on the polished part. The brush, you can try it on the unpolished part, but that's not going to get down into the fine grain of the stone. That's where the D2 will do its work. And again, soft brushes on there is the best way to go. On the next little video, I'm going to show you some of the headstones that I've cleaned at Grace Episcopal, so you can see the various results. Some of them are very impressive, and others are like, oh, did you do anything? But I'll give you an idea. And then also there's going to be a link that Father Craig will have that you can see from start to finish a headstone that I cleaned up in Natchitoches. So you can kind of see the whole process. And then everything that's in this video, I'm going to send the notes to Father so that he can share it with you, so you can refer back to it.